South African Tourism West Africa is a tourism marketing arm of the South African government. One mandate is to promote the country across Nigeria and Ghana as a leisure, business or event tourist destination. South African Tourism promotes South Africa as an all-season, year-round, preferred tourist destination, marketing the fact that when you journey here, you will not only visit the country but meet her people and her places. South Africa has come a long way from offering only wildlife tourism experiences to opening hearts, heritage, culture, food and adventures to the world. Through the marketing initiatives, South Africa Tourism creates an emotional connection with visitors, showing them the way of life, who they are and how they interact, and inviting them to meet and experience them in person. Joining us now is Odion Chigbufue, the Executive Director of Tour Brokers International, TBI Group, a multi-award-winning IATA-approved company, which was incorporated to professionally package tourism services to selective destinations for Nigerian business and leisure travelers and expatriates living in Nigeria. Good morning, Odion, and welcome to the morning show.
Thank you, Aya. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Batty. Good morning, Mr. Rufai.
Morning, morning, morning.
All right, so let's begin with who you are and your company. I did a brief background, but the best person to speak about the organization and brand is the person themselves. So tell us a bit about you and your organization.
So as you did mention, my name is Odion. I'm the Executive Director of Tour Brokers International. Been with Tour Brokers for over 16 years. And Tour Brokers, like we know, like you've mentioned, is a one-stop multi-award-winning tour operating company focused on leisure travel, group travel, special interest groups for destinations outside Nigeria. So we promote a whole lot of outbound travel out of Nigeria. We're tour operators, and that's what we do. I hear you mention experience as well as, what we try to do is to create an impression when it comes to travel, because we understand that people want to, spend money and have value for their money. So we put packages together and we ensure that we provide a one-stop shop. So we provide services such as hotels, flights, visas, attractions in those destinations for all types of travel.
Okay, so what are the variety and category of experiences that South Africa has to offer to different travelers? Because that should be the main focus.
Yes, South Africa has an array of options and caters to all travel demographics. So you have single travelers, which we like to call solo travels in the travel space. We have business travel, we have leisure travel, we have adventure travel, we have special interest groups. South Africa also caters to MICE travel, which is the meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions, because they have amazing exhibition centers. South Africa as a destination would also focus on students, where you have educational tours. They've gone through a whole lot and they can actually talk about the history of how they were and how they are now. In terms of adventure travel, there's a whole lot, from bungee jumping to jet skiing to skydiving and all that. So South Africa has too many experiences. When we talk about gaming, I like to call that safaris. That's the best place as well to see that.
Amazing stuff. So what makes it South Africa? I mean, the ideal destination for Nigerian travelers. Like,
Nigerians like value for money. You say you put your money where your mouth is. Like Nigerians like value for money. I like to use the word send their money good message. You work hard and then you want an experience that you have value for money. And South Africa is the ideal destination because, one, the weather. The weather is fantastic. Nigerians do not really like cold weather. So the weathers are not extreme. There's the weather, there's cost in terms of travel. So there's value in that area. The experiences, they have an array of options of hotels for families. If you want apartment-style properties or you want hotels or you want, the studio apartments, you have that also available in South Africa. So it's a whole lot. It's literally 360 of everything. And that's the best, I would say, for Nigerians in terms of travel. Again, the distance is 5 hours, 40 minutes direct flight from here to Johannesburg. And you have airlines that offer direct flights. You also have airlines that connect from Nigeria to their hub to other cities in South Africa. So if you're looking at Cape Town, you have a flight that would do Lagos x Cape Town. If you're looking at Durban, you have Lagos x Durban. which literally gives you that convenience in terms of travel.
Yeah, so many options.
Too many options.
Let me dust my adrenaline kit for my bungee jumping adventure, perhaps. Well, how will you encourage those?
You just came back,
I didn't go
That was a
bungee
different
jumping.
experience.
Thank you. We're actually together in Dubai.
We're together.
Yes, it was a conference.
That was a different experience entirely. That's why South Africa is different.
It's
You know,
different.
there's too many things to do in South
Different.
Africa.
So tell us, how will you encourage those with current visas to take advantage of the current deals that are available, and those who are interested in traveling in the future to apply in time and submit all required documents and ensure that they are all legitimate to avoid denials? Because that's a big deal for a number of people. That's thought that, okay, how am I sure that I would apply and I'll get the visa?
So I would like to say that if you have visas now, what's the essence of having a visa if you don't use it? The visas don't come free, you paid for them. So I would recommend that you take advantage of the options that are available now. My company, for example, we have packages spanning over the Easter holiday, which are affordable. So if you have visas, then you reach out and we're able to give you something. If you also wanted personalized travel, we're able to curate what I call tailor-made packages that would meet your requirements. So we have those packages where you can plug into. We can also curate like tailors, something that would meet your requirements as a travel enthusiast. If you do not have a visa, there are usually timelines for which you should apply for your visa prior to travel. You know, we hear things like, oh, I was denied a visa, oh, they're holding my passport. They're only doing that because we didn't do that as and when due. There are certain timelines for which you must apply for your visa before you travel. So the South African Embassy would say that give at least clear timeline, which should be at least 3 weeks, 4 weeks to your travel date to put in your application to avoid pressure. Again, I would like to, indulge people to put in genuine documents. To also go through the website and then as well meet your travel agents to get proper requirements based on your specifics for travel. There are people who want business travel. The business travel requirements are different from leisure travel requirements. The leisure travel requirements are different from medical travel requirements. And all these things have timelines for which you must apply. So if you do not have a visa and you plan to visit South Africa, I would recommend that you plan early, you get details, proper details, and put in your application as and when due to avoid all the rush and all the headaches. Because, what we do is quite emotional. You pay me for a travel service. It's expected that you get optimal returns on what you've paid for.
Absolutely.
So, the timelines and everything is literally linked. There's a ripple effect. If you've paid me for your packages and you have your flight ticket and your visa is not ready, you can imagine what would happen there. There's a whole lot of headache happening around. My visa, my flight. And then with the cost of flights, you need to change your ticket. So the ripple effect is a lot. So you need to take it a step at a time.
Okay, by way of wrap up, how will you showcase South Africa as a value for money holiday destination for Nigerians and trade partners, talking about the travel packages that you have available?
I mentioned that we have a package that goes for $840, and that's for 7 nights, and it's inclusive of everything minus your flights. So we have your hotel for 7 nights, which is 8 days. You have your visa processing fees, which we would assist you with. You have your airport pickup and drop off. So on arrival, there's literally somebody waiting for you with your name saying, Mr. Rufai Oseni, welcome to South Africa.
Yes,
they help you. Literally, it can happen. And a seamless travel from the airport up until your hotel. We assist you with check-in processes. Every day you have a scheduled activity, you're picked up.
Does it involve food?
Breakfast every day.
That's
some
good.
tours, if you're going to Nelson Mandela's house, and then there's some tours that include meals. So we offer you lunch where necessary. And on the day you're leaving again, somebody's waiting for you. They help you through the process to the airport, and that's it. That's value for money.
That someday we'll get to a point when we'll be talking about tourism in Nigeria.
It's also
value for the destination, as glowingly as you are talking about South Africa. But that's another story entirely. Thank you very much, Odion Chigbufue, for joining us
Thank you so
on the
much.
morning show.
Thank you.